What's up, family? Welcome back to another video. So let's get straight into it, right? Get this video a big thumbs up if you get some value from this video. And as always, we're here to have a conversation, right? So let's break it down. Last night's game between Atlanta Dream and the Indiana Fever had everyone on the edge, especially after Sophie Cunningham went down with an ankle injury, which we'll see in a minute. And let me tell you, injuries like that can really change the momentum of a game and potentially a season. So with no further ado, family, let's check out the clip. And you guys see the ball go up for the rebound. She taps it. Boom. So I'll let that replay as I continue to speak, and then I'll show you guys something else as I add more context to the conversation. So now the update is basically that it's a right ankle injury and she's doubtful to return, but all signs point to it is being just a sprain. Nothing tore, no fractures, at least not yet. And she was able to walk off the court and even sat on the bench for a bit, which is usually a good sign. But let's be real, with ankle injuries, it's not always about what you feel right away. And sometimes the swelling and real pain kicks in hours later. So they'll need to do some imaging to make sure there's no um, ligament damage. Meanwhile, the Dream took advantage of that shift momentum with Cunningham out. Atlanta's defense stepped up, especially with Ryan Howard. She's been known to dominate the boards and make those gritty plays that swing a game. And we also saw some smart basketball from Dantas, who was controlling the paint and keeping Fever's offense in check. But let's not forget, Dantas herself was dealing with some injury issues. She was limited, and that was noticeable in her defensive positioning and rebounding. Now, a lot of people were talking about Caitlin Clark. She didn't look as aggressive as usual. That might have been strategic, right? You don't want to go all out when a game plan changes unexpectedly due to an injury. But she still managed to put up some solid numbers, showcasing her court vision and passing, a reminder that she can impact the game even when she's not lighting up the scoreboard. So, where do we go from here? The Fever needs to get Cunningham properly evaluated. And now I want to show you guys in regards of the updates that has been lingering around on X, formerly known as Twitter. So there's a saying Stephanie White says she doesn't have an update on Sophie Cunningham, who went down with injury. She keeps saying, I'll be fine, so I trust her. And I'm sure Sophia Cunningham, she's a dog. She wants to get out there right back on the floor. But look, patience is virtue, and sometimes you just got to practice patience even though you want to get back on the floor because you want to make sure everything is right, not just based on how you feel, but factually with the images and making sure you get an MRI and stuff like that. Now, there's another update when it said Sophie Cunningham right ankle injury is doubtful to return. She remains back in the locker room. Reserves in for the remainder of the game, the final exhibition. And then there's a thing where there was another update. The last update I want to show you what you guys are. Sophia Cunningham left the preseason final in the third quarter with a right ankle injury. Coach Stephanie White said post game that Sophia told her, I'll be fine while in the cold tub. And that's a positive 1 week from opening day. That's a positive 1 week from opening day, right? And then I'll go back to the clip as I'll let that replay in the background as I continue to have a conversation with you guys. Look, uh, don't rush your back. Ankle sprains could be tricky, and if it's a high ankle sprain, she could be sidelined for a while. The Dream, on the other hand, need to keep that defense intensity going. And they got a back to back coming up against Skytown, and that's going to be a test. And that's the breakdown, family. Let me know what you guys think. How serious do you think Sophia Cunningham injury is? Was it just a roll, or could it be something more? And do you think the Fever can hold it together without her if she has to miss time? Drop a comment. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's keep the conversation going. Spread that peace, love, and positivity. As always, I like to say, family, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.